Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 10th. This week, we're just going to jump right in here. And what do you know? You have this card that says the power of purpose, and you also have this card that says willing release. The most powerful thing you could do right now is to have a direction. And this is why, right here, literally, the star card. The star is about having a North Star, having something in your life, a life purpose or something that you aim at, that you focus on. And there is a target right here on this card. So I feel it is very important that you have kind of a purpose or, something that you work towards. I'm working on another video for my other channel right now. It's taken a little bit longer than I would like it to, but it is what it is. But it's all about creating what I call a focusing statement. And a focusing statement is kind of like a affirmation, a goal, and something else all combined, basically, right? And it's something that I've come up with, and it's something that really keeps me focused in my own personal life, right? And so I think now is an amazing time to come up with a focusing statement. It could just be as simple as, I want to, help people do X, Y, and Z, whatever whatever it is that you're doing. But it should be something that's inspirational. I always say that the most spiritual thing we can do right now, with Pluto going into Aquarius officially next year for 20 years, is be an inspiration for other people. And as I always say, one person is enough. If you're inspiring one person right here, that will lead to abundance right here, the Empress. So, don't feel like you need to inspire thousands upon thousands of people or millions of people. It could just be something very small. It could even be you inspiring yourself, right? I think now is a great time to maybe, face some sort of fear, but we're not talking about like something super scary. We're talking about kind of minimal fears, things that hold you back. And what's the easiest way to overcome a fear? The easiest way to overcome a fear is to learn about it. Chances are, most of the things you are fearful of, you just don't know about. Everything I've ever been afraid of, after I go through the experience, whatever it is, I'm like, oh, really wasn't that bad. So, I feel for some of you, this is about like self-education or needing to educate yourself about the things that you're afraid of. And also, I feel that some of you, it's like you could be discovering a purpose, or you could be working on something that is part of your purpose. The important thing with a star right now, with Pluto going into Aquarius, is big picture energy. There is this bird, like right here, that is the bird of knowledge and wisdom, but he also kind of represents getting a bird's eye view. So I feel it's important for you to look at things in your life and try to get the big picture, try to understand how do these things connect to the people in my life. If you're working on a business, how does it connect or help or benefit or inspire? And if it doesn't, turn it into something that helps, benefits, or inspires, right? It's like, now is the time to do that. It will lead to a lot of abundance in your life if you work on those things. I do also feel you're very attractive at this time. It doesn't matter if you want love or not. I feel you could just be finding yourself getting a lot of attention. It also doesn't matter what gender you are. I feel like you could just be getting a lot of attention with the Empress. Also, clearly, you are attracting abundance. The funny thing is we go up to the Magician, and he's pointing at the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is the card of studiousness. It is a card of learning as much as you can. So I feel if you educate yourself as much as possible, you could be increasing your income as much as possible. You have the Queen of Cups here. I have the word supportive role popping into my head. Some of you could be love, could be a person that's coming in a supportive role. I need more details for that, to say that. So, I'll just wait till I clarify and see what comes up. But, what I would say is this could also be a person. So you could be, if you're like hiring a person, if you're working together with a person, any of those things would be very beneficial for you with the Queen of Cups. And that's something that I would focus on, is potentially finding a supportive role. Some of you, that's the word that popped into my head with the Queen of Cups. So some of you, maybe you need support and you just have to ask for it from like people, places, things around you. I think all those things would be very helpful for you. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Page of Pentacles. Yes, definitely could be a new person who's very supportive, who really helps guide you and, kind of helps you on your journey. Could be an earth sign. Could also just be a new person. For some of you, I do feel this is love. You have the Knight of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. Could be any sign, but, could be an earth sign so far. Could be an Aquarius. Could be a Taurus. You have Taurus twice, Leo. Take it how it resonates. Like I said, could be any sign. But I do feel this could also be communication. For some of you, I feel like you just need communication, or you just need someone to kind of help guide you. I recently joined a group for YouTube, for like higher level YouTube stuff, and there have been so many moments like in this group where they don't say anything that I don't know, but it's almost as if having having someone else, point something out to you, even if you already know it, it can build up your confidence. It can, give you answers. So sometimes I think working together with other people can really give us those like aha moments, or those moments where we feel more confident, like we're moving in the right direction. And that's kind of what I get here. With the star, you have the Eight of Wands. Quick success coming in for you. Could be an Aquarius for sure. Look, Aquarius. So it could be an Aquarius coming in for you, but I do feel there could be communication, or there needs to be communication. Definitely something that'll move quickly as well. The Eight of Wands is quick success. I also feel the more focused you are, the more quickly you will find success, of course. The more, Eight of Wands is like a card of momentum. And so with the star card, if you're aiming towards your star, something that you want to create in the world, then you are going to find success a lot faster, or things are going to move a lot faster. With the Empress, you have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, self-imposed restriction. I feel like you need to unleash the beast here. I feel like I've said this to you before as well, Aries. The Empress is a card of being very attractive, but she also is a card of abundance, and sometimes I feel she needs to step out into the world, but it doesn't even have to be for love, or it doesn't even have to be for that type of attention. It could be for just getting attention on projects you're working on, or if you're building something abundant, don't be afraid to, share those things with the world. There's an old saying, if you got it, flaunt it, right? And I feel if you have something, you need to flaunt it at this time. And yes, the haters are going to come out of the woodwork, and people are going to tell you, like, how dare you share your success and all this other stuff. And guess what I say? F those people. Plain and simple. They are losers. Big time losers. Next, in the area of what you need to hear right now, you have this card that says, when my mind is still, I hear my inner voice. Every single person this week has had something along the lines of needing more meditation time or relaxation time. You even have the Four of Cups, which is kind of a card of meditation. You have this card that says, I release energy that is blocking my inner vibrational flow. Yes. For some of you, I feel these are just ideas, that you are releasing. I feel these are things that you've been working on for a very long period of time as well. You have the Six of Cups, the Strength card, and the Four of Cups. The Strength card kind of tells me that the only person holding you back is you. This lion, you can see its tail is between its legs here, and it's submitting to her. This is something that she works on every single day. That lion kind of represents her inner voice, her inner demons, her inner critic, all the things that she says that hold her back. And so I really feel you could be either needing to release the inner voice that kind of holds you back, or you need to, or you have been working on these things. I feel a lot of you see the areas of your life that are kind of preventing you from moving forward. It could be certain beliefs that you have, could be certain people. And to me, I feel this is really good because you go to the Magician. The Magician is a card of reinvention. He's willing to reinvent himself. He's willing to change himself so that he can better his life, and so that he can match the energy of what he wants, so he can manifest it into his life. Whatever he wants, it doesn't matter. And so I see for a lot of you that you are doing this. I see for a lot of you that you are kind of getting rid of things. You could also be inviting new things into your life, new beliefs, new people, new situations. And it's really giving me this like glow up vibe here, Aries. You have the Six of Cups. Things are changing is the only thing that I'm getting on this card. Six of Cups, I know everyone reads as their ex coming back, but number one, I don't know where that came from. I mean, if you read any old tarot books, they all say, do not go back to the past with the Six of Cups. But to me, it can be a gift from the universe, and the gift we usually receive is a turnaround, meaning, certain obstacles are being removed so you can be more successful. And I do feel that here. I feel for some of you that there is a change that's happening that's allowing you to kind of not only change yourself, but also potentially to change your environment with the Magician as well. So this is a pretty powerful reading. I would say it's a deep change that's going on for you as well. You have the Four of Cups. It is a card of contemplation and apathy, but he's meditating under this tree. I feel like your vision is becoming more clear. I feel there's a part of your vision that's becoming more clear as well. I would say especially if some of you have been kind of like reworking something over and over and over again. Maybe you've had an idea for a long time to, start a podcast or to start a YouTube channel or start a business or a family or whatever. And I feel like the idea has been it's almost like you started with a lump of clay, and then I feel like you kind of have molded it into a crappy statue. And over time, I feel you are perfecting that statue that you've been creating. So it's almost as if you've been perfecting your vision for a long time. I feel that message is definitely for those of you that feel like you've been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth between ideas, things like that in life. And it's almost as if there is a sense of perfection here, but not like, I don't think anything is perfect, but I do feel you are perfecting something here. Your vision, what you want in life. Let's see. With the Six of Cups, you have the Seven of Swords. I would be careful of a past person here, just in general. If you have a past person that wants to communicate, I would say nope. Seven of Swords, Magician. That is definitely a trickster energy, so if you have any past tricksters, definitely not. With the Strength card, you have the Moon. Yes, anyone who had secrets, kept secrets, any of that stuff. I also feel this is saying that you're getting to the end of the journey. I always say with the Moon card that there's a path straight down the middle of the Moon card, and it's part of the Fool's journey. And you have the Fool right here. But the Fool has to get to the mountains that are on the Moon card because the mountains represent an achievement. So, and also, by the way, the Moon represents fears. So I feel you have been facing a lot of fears, or you've been learning a lot about fears. It hasn't been exactly clear. I personally like the Moon card because to me with the Moon card, that's where we can bring a crazy idea down to earth. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be super simple, but if you're willing to face your fears, learn, if you're willing to embrace mystery, if you don't need constant validation that you're going in the right direction, then eventually you will be successful. That's kind of like how the Moon operates. Eventually the sun comes up, right? It's not just the Moon that's always out. The sun comes up, the sun goes down, the Moon comes up. We're always entering into these moon periods. And so that's what I feel here. With the Four of Cups, you have the Three of Swords. I do feel like some of you have dealt with a lack of clarity, or maybe a person put you into a position of confusion, just in general. And I also have something popping into my head as well, where, I would be careful of those people who, it's like if you meet a person and they're always talking about their exes, like, negatively, I would be careful of a person like that because they probably are going to do it to you. I have that feeling where you could have dealt with a person, or maybe if you have a past person that hurt you, maybe they always talked about like a bunch of their past people, and I feel they do the same thing to you. So I don't know, it popped into my head. I would be careful of that. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this Pillar of Light card. It says, your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. Yes, you are very intuitive at this time. You have this Priestess card. It says, how are you being called to step up and lead? I don't know, in every single way possible, I would say to you, Aries. All your readings basically say this. I feel that having a focus, I feel that you having some sort of North Star would be really, really important. I always tell people, it's like my North Star is to help people make their dent in the universe. Everything I do, all my other businesses, it all goes in that direction. Everything I do has something to do with helping people make their dent, whatever it is. So, that's the only thing I focus on. When I come up with, sorry, there's a dog hair floating here. When I come up with crazy ideas, if it doesn't somehow kind of point in that direction, I don't do it, plain and simple. So having the focus really not only helps me stay focused, but it helps me, keep pushing forward. I feel like you need something like that. You have the Magician, the Fool, and the King of Pentacles. There could be a new beginning coming in for you here. I feel like you've attracted something new. If you've been trying to attract love, I do feel that there is love coming in for you. You have the Knight of Cups coming up next, so a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you. Definitely someone who sweeps you off your feet, someone who wants to communicate. This person might be a little bit slow at first, but I do feel it'll speed up eventually. I also feel that you are kind of reinventing yourself. People are noticing it, and again, the other thing is that you have the Fool here, which is a new beginning, but I do feel that you could have people who are kind of, I don't know that they're hating, but maybe you feel like they're hating, right? It depends on where you are in your life, I suppose, but you could feel like people are hating on you. I kind of feel like this is a test from the universe. Again, whenever this happens, whenever you grow, there are going to be people who call you an idiot. There are going to be people who say whatever, and it's like you just have to completely ignore it, right? And it's just that simple. It's like when you think about it, if you're glowing bright, then you're making the dim ones dimmer, right? Let's put it that way. So, don't listen to other people, especially if they've never done anything in their life, plain and simple. So there you go. You have the King of Pentacles. I feel that a lot of you are making financial changes. I feel like you've been making financial changes for a while. As I always say to you, I'm pretty sure I say this to you every single reading that I do for you. I feel there could be more. You know, if you want more money, I feel it's available to you, but you're going to have to like level up. There's some sort of level up that needs to happen. It could be through education. It could be through, you know, making an investment in your business or something like that as well. I'm not exactly sure, but you know, I would look at all of those things. You know, it's funny to me that, you know, every YouTube expert's like, oh, cameras don't matter, cameras don't matter. But years ago, I bought a more, well, it was expensive for me at the time. It was like $1,000 or something like that. I don't really remember how much I spent on it, but I bought a new camera. Like I had been using a really cheap one for a while. I upgraded that camera and I had a huge boost in my subs. You could say that it's, you know, coincidental, but you know, I don't know. I was stuck for a very long time. And, you know, that was the first thing that kind of led to a big boost was, you know, getting the camera, right? So sometimes if we just invest, I think it's more, maybe it wasn't the camera, right? Maybe it was more that it was a stretch for me. I really couldn't necessarily afford it at the time, but I was like, I need to do this. I need to double down on this. So maybe it was more the investment in myself. And I kind of feel that here where you could be making some sort of investment in your business, but really maybe it's an investment in yourself. Maybe by making the investment, right? Maybe it didn't matter that it was a camera. Maybe I could have spent the $1,000 on a microphone, right? Or something like that. But maybe it was more the fact that I told the universe, hey, I want this. I'm believing in it. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this because I think you need to do that here, Aries. I feel like you need to say, you know, I take this very seriously. Sometimes when we do that and we prove to the universe that we take things seriously, then the universe moves out of the way. And again, I'm not suggesting you waste money, but, you know, there you go, whatever. With the Magician, you have the Queen of Swords. You see something that you want. Whatever it is, you need to go for it. Could be a person. It doesn't have to be. It could be a business idea, a career, whatever it is. I feel you see something that you want, like a wish, and I feel you need to go for it. With the Fool, you have the Six of Cups again. If you are attracting love, you are attracting this person is a helper. I really feel this person is a person who is kind of service, or they want to be of service. I'm not saying that they're an overgiver, but you know, I do feel that they have that helpful energy about them. So again, I feel like you could be attracting a person who is very helpful. It might not also be love. As I stated earlier, with that Queen of Cups, it could just be a person who helps you in any area of your life. With the King of Pentacles, yes, I love it. You have this Four of Cups. I love this Four of Cups. This Four of Cups is really good. You can see those 3 cups are pouring into 1 cup. This is from the White Sage Tarot. So I feel you could be attracting a person that really pours into you. And it's kind of funny that you go from the regular 4 of Cups, a disappointment, to this 4 of Cups, which is the 3 cups filling 1 cup. So again, I feel you could be attracting a good person if you want love. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this I'm Sorry card. It says, righting past wrongs, uprooting. I do feel some of you could be getting an apology from a person from the past. It's coming up in the good stuff, so obviously it would be good. You have this Earth School. Are you kidding? It says life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. The whole entire time I've been talking about learning in this reading. So I would be educating myself if I were you. I've been saying for probably 2 years now that, you know, everything you want is on the other side of something you've never done before. So you have to educate yourself. But also, I've been saying that you have to move a lot of dirt to get to the gold. We are in a time, I believe personally, where there are a lot of mysteries. There's a lot of mysteriousness as well. Neptune and Pisces creates this, you know, it's like being in the deep ocean. If you were in the deep ocean, you couldn't see very clearly. Not only that, it's like being in the deep ocean with like 20 hurricanes and a couple of cyclones above you with like 900-foot waves, right? So you can't see a goddamn thing. And what I would say here is that we have to kind of try a lot, but we also have to learn a lot. And most of the stuff you learn is probably going to be garbage, but the one thing that you do learn that is really good will change your life. And no joke, right? No cap, as the kids say. So I'd say if you're trying to improve your business, most of the stuff you learn probably is going to be useless. But if you find those golden nuggets are going to be worth their weight in gold. They're going to be worth more. So, you know, yes, it's not easy. People keep saying to me, like, when's it going to get easier? I'm like, when you die, right? Plain and simple. So you have the Knight of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. The Knight of Cups could be a knight in shining armor. So I do feel there is a knight in shining armor that is coming in for you clearly. You keep getting love. It could be a water sign, but again, I don't know. Does it have to be? No. Could be an earth sign. Could be anything. I feel like it's something really good though, so, I would go for it if you want love. The Knight of Cups to me can also be a dream. He's normally looking into that cup. He's trying to manifest his dream life, so you could be manifesting something that you really want. You have the Page of Pentacles, good news coming in for you. I do feel good news, or an apology for some of you, but if it's not an apology, I feel this is good news coming in for you. Also, again, he is the card of studiousness, so, I would learn as much as you can. You also have the Ten of Wands. I see you removing a lot of burdens. Again, there could be a helper. Well, as I stated at the beginning of the reading, there's someone that wants to help you or who can help you lighten the load or who can provide some, good answers for you or something along those lines. I also feel like some of you could be overcomplicating things or making things too difficult. I think you have been. And now you could be finding better ways to use your time. You could be finding better ways to do things that are important. It's like, I don't have any really good examples, but, when I started repurposing my content for other social media, like my assistant, she runs my social media, and she puts up quotes and things like that I say on Instagram and Twitter and, wherever else, right? I got a big boost in viewers and things like that because of that. And it's not more work for me, right? So I think that we're in a time of efficiency. We had a lot of energy in Capricorn over the past several years. We had Saturn in Capricorn 2016. We have Pluto retrograding in Capricorn right now. It's been in Capricorn for a very long period of time as well. Capricorn's all about efficiency. So just because the planet is leaving, I always tell people, it's like a planet leaves. That does not mean stop doing what you had to learn how to do. It means you learned how to do it, and so you have to keep doing it. So I keep telling people, like, are there things you can do in your business, in your career, in your love life that would increase your efficiency? And if you don't have an answer to that, learn. You have to go and learn. You have, with the Knight of Cups here, sorry, I didn't want to do that. You have the Four of Swords. This is a very healing connection. I'm telling you right now, if there's love coming in for you, this is a very good person. I feel it's a very healing connection. I feel like this person could be the type of person who makes you believe in love again as well. So, I would just be open to the connection. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Pentacles. I see, it's funny I said that because I knew that some of you could be in a very independent place or space where you're like, do I want to invite a person into my life? And I don't know, maybe you have to answer that question. But, I feel you're very attractive at this time, and there's no reason necessarily not to have love. People love to tell me how terrible love is, but I always say to those people, it's like, why are you leaving a comment then? Why are you leaving me a novel about how terrible love is that I'm not going to read? I'm probably just going to delete it because I do not allow anyone to poison the pond, plain and simple, right? And what I would say here is, it's like, obviously you care, or you wouldn't be writing all about all 900 of your exes, right? So, what I would say here is, some of you, I feel like you need to open up. Because I feel there could be a very good connection. I also feel clearly there's a big increase in your finances with the Nine of Pentacles here. I feel like you're focusing on the good things. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of gratitude and luxuries, and it says when you focus on being grateful for what you do have, you get more. With the Ten of Wands, here you go. You have the Ace of Wands. One thing. 10 wands, 10 wands. Ace of Wands, 1 wand. So this really is telling me that you are simplifying things, or you're making things more simple. And I feel that would be a great thing for you to do, especially in work or business, because it'll make you more efficient. It'll allow you to take time off and stuff like that. We're going to pull 5 main themes now. You have this rose card. It says romance is in the air. Yes, we already know this. Definitely love coming in for you. You have this cat. It says a two-faced friend. I'm telling you, I was getting something about someone who they talked to you about exes, and now they're talking to other people about you. I would be very careful if you have a person like that. I started, over the past few years, I've really learned a lot of difficult lessons with people, just in general. And all of it has basically boiled down to needing to listen to what people say and needing to pay attention to things that I think are weird. It's like I always thought that was weird, being with a person and having them shit talk other people. I always it's always kind of turned me off, right? And every single time I don't pay attention to it, I regret it. So, and here's the other thing as well. It's like if you have a person that's bad-mouthing their exes, again, what are they going to say about you? Right? Even if you did nothing wrong. And why does a person who does that, why do they feel the need to do that in the first place? Because really it says more about them. So, again, I would if you have these weird feelings about people and stuff, I would pay attention to that. You have this bad card. It says something important such as a new job or a raise. Yes, definitely more money coming in for you. You have this hills card. It says obstacles to overcome. Yeah, I mean hills, not mountains. So don't make mountains out of molehills, right? I feel that we will all have obstacles. Again, I get it. I get it. I get it. Trust me. I get a lot of comments from people that say they're tired. I do believe that we're in a time, sorry, my eye is itching like crazy today, but, I do believe we're in a time where it's not necessarily easy, but again, when's it going to get easier? When you die. So you might as well embrace it. You're here. You might as well make the best of it. And again, it's not necessarily easy, but there's like a lot of accomplishments on the other side of doing the hard things right now. So do it. Your life will be better on the other side of that. You have this star card. It says guaranteed success. Are you kidding? Whatever your star is, whatever you feel like your purpose is, I feel like you need to go for something big. There's something deep down inside that you want here, Aries, and I feel like you need to be unapologetic. I believe that we are in a time where we have to be unapologetically go for the things that we want, and we need to understand that we can't, people aren't going to like it, plain and simple. People aren't going to like you being a star or you going for your North Star, whatever that is, but you need to do it anyway. Again, if you look at the world, everything is like trying to get you to go down, right? So you need to go up, that's what she said. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Enjoy your week.